This is Trans-Africa Radio.
Based all the way in South Africa, Nels Prayed. This man is about to take over, man. His name is Moz Kidd, and this is My Own, his latest single. Let's clear this thing up. A lot of people already sending messages saying, for some reason, I thought he was Mozambican. That was a message from Zotiti. Moz Kidd, break it down for us. I heard Sheila also trying to figure this thing out. What's happening?
This is how it goes. My mom is Mozambican. My dad's Nigerian. But I was born and raised in South Africa, and I lived here my whole life. All my documents say I'm South African. My blood feels South African. Like everything.
Green card.
So man. I was born here. I was born in Nelspruit, South Africa. So that's who I'm representing, really, because that's basically almost all I know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Question, your name is Moz Kidd.
Yeah.
I would think you would incorporate both Nigeria and Mozambique, or am I completely off the trail?
I mean, choosing the name thing was a bit weird. It actually happened at a very young age, because what happened was when I went to visit my mom's side of the family and stuff, that's actually when I saw people like cousins rapping and stuff. So then when I came back to SA after like the holiday or whatever, I just thought, I'm like, yo, now I'm Moz Kidd, like, cause I was there in Mozambique and I saw them rap, and I want to do this rap day. So that's really where it came about. It wasn't necessarily about where my parents are from or where I'm from. It was just like, at that moment, it felt right. It felt like that's where I got my influence from. So it's like, and plus when I came back, my friends were like, oh, you and Moz. So I'm like, yeah, Moz Kidd, whatever.
You were trending.
Yeah, basically. So, but it had nothing to do with where I'm from or whatever.
All right, awesome stuff. So when was this? At which age were you when you traveled to Mozambique and came back and like, I'm gonna call myself Moz Kidd? Because you're pretty young, 20 years old if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 20. When exactly? Well, okay, the influence had been there like when I was like 4 or 5 and we were out there. It was like I saw them do this, like basically my older cousins and my older brothers just being cool. So I'm like, I want to do this too, that kind of vibe. But I think it was really age like 10-ish where I really saw them like have a little studio set up, like that home set up, and record. And that's actually when I came up with my name. I was like, when I go back home to SA, I'm gonna be like, I'm Moz Kidd, whatever.
All right.
So, yes.
So do you only rap in English?
Yeah, only. But I can. Well, I've been speaking Swati because like in Nelspruit, that's what we speak, and that's what I learned in school as well.
Yeah.
So I used to like the song I did with Ricky. On the hook, I did some.
I want to know.
Zulu Swati, I want to know. I did that, and I can also always throw in a few lines like that. But that's basically it. English is really my domain.
All right,
if I may say.
So tell us, Manchi, did you get that 5 million when you sell to Mabala Noise? We have to bring it up. We have to.
Apparently, I'm not supposed to answer questions like that or something like that.
I like it. You guys got media training. Dope. So we're not going to get an answer.
No, man, but definitely everyone who signs to Mabala Noise lives better. That's one thing I must say. Like,
shout outs to Mabala for that, though.
Yeah, you wake up feeling better. It's a different air. It's like, they really take care of us, so it's really beautiful.
All right, tell us about the experience ever since signing. So, because there was life before you getting signed, and now you are signed to a record label. What was the difference and the transition between that?
Well, if I have to be honest, I'll put it like this. When you're not signed and you're independent and you're really grinding, you put in, like my parents put in, I have to give a lot of credit to my parents. They put in a lot of money behind me before, like in order for me to get whoever I got on songs, like that was all my parents' financial situation, which I'm very grateful for. But so I wanted to like move away from that and just like take away that burden off of them. So when I signed, when they contacted me and whatever, I felt like weight was lifted off our shoulders. Yeah. As a family, as an artist myself. There's definitely freedom, but it obviously won't be as much as the freedom as an independent artist because you're following sort of, a guideline.
Sort of like the corporate world meets the creative.
Although they're very flexible, they really want to know what we're into. So I felt like the change was beautiful. I don't think signing a deal is for everyone though. Yeah, I must be honest. I don't think it's for everyone. It works for some, it doesn't work for some. I'm still new to it, so I want to see what it brings out. But so far, what we've got in paper, what we've got in mind, the convos we have, I don't think I would have gone any other way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so... And I chose Mabala. I could have chosen any other one. Not any other. There was another one, but I just...
There was another record label looking at you and the prospects of signing you.
Yeah, and they're very well known.
Oh, okay.
But
so I'm trying to understand why you say signing is not for everyone.
Signing is not for... because, let's say, we've heard of so many people complain being under a record label, right?
Yeah.
And when you sit down with those people and actually hear them out, you can actually be like, oh, okay, no, I get what you're saying. But I think then it goes with a character thing, because maybe this person doesn't like being told how to move, or being told that they can only release these
certain songs at a certain time.
And
Yeah.
how many songs, or maybe that person didn't, because deals are different as well. So maybe this person forgot about creative control. Maybe this person didn't discuss figures at the end of the day as well. Then
royalties.
Then he'll look up at the rest, some of us, and be like, yo, but why are they getting that? Why? Or whatever. Mm-hmm. So for my general short experience, I've just been signed for 2-3 months. I've just seen how other people are in it. We're on the same label, but people are in different boats, if I may say. Yeah. But man, shout out to Mabala. I love it. Personally, for me, I think I did the right thing.
I actually, in the first, I like people getting signed first. I think the experience and opening up and finding out the business and all of that is very important. I feel like if you messed it up, then you signed a 5-year deal without the knowledge of, so there's all of those intricacies that come into play as far as signing contract.
Before I signed, I was on Google morning to night, yo, how do deals work? How this whatever, and then it's one of my friends in the UK. She's about to graduate as a lawyer, so I sent her my stuff. I'm like, yo, check this out. Yeah. And then she was like, okay, yo, this is pretty cool. You're actually, whatever. And then I still went back into the office and I was like, yo, be honest with me, this and that. Yeah. We broke it down, and they were very impressed because they're like, whoa, this kid is really honest like that, And I was like, that's just how I've been ever since. I've always taken stuff into my own hands. So yeah.
All right, Moz Kidd is in the studio in case you just joined us. Send us those questions via Twitter. It's at TransAfrica872, Facebook, transafricaradio.net. Not forgetting you can also find us via that WhatsApp line, +27 7925 44329.
Do the best thing you could ever do with your life right now. Hashtag the rip across all social media platforms. Do not forget to call in as well, +27 1144 176. Shout outs to Ntai Mamo saying, I don't think I'm too old for this one. That's with reference to you, mister.
Yo.
Go girl, get yours.
Has she seen me though?
She has. She saw the picture first.
Oh, all right, awesome.
Shout outs to Zot Didi as well, saying, now I get it. Well, she was a bit confused with regards to where you're from.
Yeah.
And she went.
Someone actually told me to change my name.
Why?
I think it's too late.
Why?
Change your name.
Yeah, someone that used to mentor me in the game. He was always it's yo, maybe you should just change the name, because
why was the reason?
Oh no, because they asked me yo, okay, so who are you representing? I always get this type of question because of, and then I was like, yo, hands down, definitely Nelspruit, South Africa. And then he's like, yeah, so you might want to change the name,
from Moz.
Yeah.
Come on, South Africa is filled with everybody. It doesn't mean if you're from Nelspruit that your roots lie there.
True. Yeah, for real talk. Yeah, but it was just a mental talk, and he was like, maybe. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe.
I think Shay actually gave me an idea. The only other thing in terms of changing your name, probably in the future, because you're getting older and all that, it's just Kid. You just drop that. Moz would be dope for me. I don't know, Shay.
Yeah. Actually, at some point, you're gonna need to drop that Kid.
The label actually spoke to me about that.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah, man. Moz Kidd's in the studio.
Dog, Snoop Lion. Elevate.
Jay-Z put back the hyphen.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the craziest though.
It gets reported Jay-Z drops the hyphen off Jay-Z.
I mean, hello.
Moz Kidd's gonna be with us for a lot more. Right now, though, let's get into this one. I titled "I Wanna Know" featuring Bozonke Ricky Rick.
Yeah.
French Montana is going to be on the same stage as you. What do you think right now, especially because he's got this huge tune titled Unforgettable with Sway Lee? What do you think about that tune?
It's amazing, man. It's like definitely one of his best tunes, and it's definitely a hit right now. I saw it selling like crazy, and yeah, no, I really love it. I like it. It's one of my favorite songs of his.
All right, yeah. What did you grow up listening to?
What did I grow up listening to? Cisco.
Yes.
That down.
Through heel, Baba.
I know that's what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah. Cisco definitely was my, like, when I saw him, I remember I saw that video and I was like, yo, this guy. And then, of course, Lil Bow Wow. It was Cisco, Lil Bow Wow.
Fresh as a maze out here.
Ja Rule as well. I remember I was crazy about Rule. And yeah, then progressed into like the more newer guys. Started listening to like 50. Started, you know, but
the 2000s.
Like, yeah, but when I really, my first sight of hip hop was like, and the Brad, like, you know, like,
yeah, the Brad, yeah, you remind me of my older sister there.
Yeah. So it was like So Def, Bow Wow, then Cisco, and yeah.
Yo, Jermaine Dupri had you on lock, Mos.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, he was handling most of those artists.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Any African artists that you, when you think about them as far as growing up, that made you think about this music thing, or you just liked?
At that time, if I have to be very honest with you, I didn't really see I didn't see African music in that way, really.
Yeah.
Like, it was mainly like, man, for music to pop, it has to be abroad, you know, because that's what it looked like to me. I mean, of course, my dad would be there, play like Fela Kuti, play like all that, you know, but it wasn't, I didn't like really stick with that, you know. For me, it was just like, oh, cool, that's that kind of music. And
I do my 2000 hip hop.
Yeah, me and my brother kind of music. So yeah, that was, yeah, really African artists. But now I mainly listen to African artists. That's really the vibe for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you open up your ear to African music and African content?
I'd say I opened my ear to African music in 2000 and let's say like the Dummy Duro times.
No.
Which was pretty, it's not far, but yeah, like the Dummy Duro times. Like, actually, holla at your boy, like when like
the new age
of
African sounds came out as far as
when,
Afrobeat and everything.
when they dropped songs that went like viral, it was like you couldn't avoid like holla at your boy. It was like everywhere. I remember seeing that video and I was like,
holla at your boy, ne?
This guy, I want to be like him, like, you know, in the school and like getting that girl and stuff. So it's like, I looked at that and I was like, that's really dope. Then Dummy Duro came through, and then the video was so consistent because then I saw Ekuro, I saw like all the stuff, and I was like, yo, African music is really, you know,
picking up and all that. Yeah.
So there's definitely.
Alrighty, so speaking of African music, who do you look forward to collaborating with? This is in the future, the long run. Give it a 5-year span. Who would you look into collaborating
in African
with?
music?
Yeah.
5 years is too much, man.
Okay,
like,
a year maybe?
You know, we got Mabala. We make anything happen right now.
Okay, alright.
I'm joking, but yo, definitely on the list. Burner ranking, Burner Boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely on it. We on that. Trust, we on that.
Yeah.
We on that.
Sounds like it's soon.
Burner. You know what? Actually, then I was trying to do something, so I was chilling at home. I'm like, who's the new wave of like the Afro pop artists as well? Because I know everyone would just be like Davido, like you know, Wizzy, and like. So I was trying to look, and I was like, who's really? So who caught my ear was really, you know, Mr. Easy as well. You know, he's on to something right now. Techno as well.
Yeah.
Also on to something. So I was trying to look at those guys. Although I don't think they've fully crossed into like Pan-African. Well, I can see that's the direction, but as compared to I'll go back to Davido. Yeah. So it would be nice, like how the same way Burna Boy came through into when he featured AK. You know, like then everyone was like, even in the South border, everyone was like, yo, Burna so dope. So I think it would be dope to be like to bring someone that's new on that side as well, and then, you know, pop
start your own story.
Yeah, you know? As well.
All right, yeah, man. We have Moz Kidd in the studio. In case you just tuned in, find us on Twitter to send us those comments and questions. It is at TransAfrica872 on Facebook, TransAfricaRadio.net. Not forgetting, you can also find us via that WhatsApp line +27 7925 44329. Do not forget to hashtag the re-up or give us a ring on +27 1144 77176.
Shout outs to Realizer, who says he's cute one too. I want to know though, is he single or does he have a love tune more importantly?
Oh, she loves it.
Yeah. I'm all to myself. So just DM me. I kept the DMs open. Like, you don't have to follow whatever. The DMs are open, so you can hit me up.
Do the most, Liza. Do the most.
The DMs.
But yeah, I mean, do I have a love tune? She said that, right?
No, she loves your tune. More importantly.
I love the tune more. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, she's tuning all the way from Ghana, so you got a plug now.
For sure, man. I need to come here more often. We just need to spread the vibes.
You have to, definitely.
Because also, definitely, man, one of my main goals is definitely to be like Pan-African strong.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to. So I'm just like also trying to, when we're in studio, just trying to fix the sound up. I mean, most of the songs I released, like I Want to Know and that stuff, was 2050. Wrote like my own, the one we released now, also wrote it early. So it was like, now I'm just trying to venture out into a new space, stick with the hip hop, but just find me and do me, so that, and I've definitely improved from then. So it's like, yeah, one of my goals is definitely Pan-African strong. That's the movement.
A lot of things are happening as far as the African music scene is concerned.
Definitely.
We're seeing the likes of Wiz Kid, Davido, Mr. Easy, the whole shebang. The whole world is watching and trying to emulate and make this sound.
Right.
So what are your thoughts, especially seeing as you're a young cat coming into the game right now, and you are looking at longevity, I assume, and being in this game for the next 15 to 20 years. What are your thoughts regarding all of that?
One thing I want to say is that I remember talking to, we were in studio, I think it was last week, with Pretty Ugly and them, like we're all just chilling, and then Blazin also is a producer, and then we're talking about like how, and he was just like on my case, like yo, we need to shift the landscape, like you can't be making songs like this now, whatever. He's talking about longevity and everything, and I was like, I don't know if I'm young and this is how I see things right now. I'm like, yo, as a hip hop artist, it's easier for people to say, especially the public, to be like, Davido, Wiz Kid and them sound more African than you do, but remember their genre, if I may say, is African. You know what I'm saying? It's more like I don't think the inspiration comes from anywhere else besides African roots. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But with hip hop and rap, we're getting our inspiration. You know where it started. You know where,
Bronx.
Even why most hip hop artists, even in Africa, end up talking how they do.
Yeah.
It's not even. That's because we look up to these people for such a long time, because that's the essence. That's where we see rap. That's like those guys up there, like I'm talking about the United States and stuff. So it's very, like, when you ask me that question of for longevity, what are you planning on doing? I mean, hip hop is always going to sound hip hop.
Sure.
But I guess one thing we can't do is then infuse it. For example, let's look at Unforgettable, French Montana. How he infused. But that's the most you can really do, is the instrumentals, like
samples.
Samples, the instrumentals behind. So I think that's the next step forward, because even if you look at the Super Mega, right?
Yeah, I was about to
if you look at him, fine, but he's not really rapping anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying it's very difficult to stay in the hip hop element and still say, and still want people to be like, yo, this hip hop is African. Not really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and someone was also like, yo, the cool thing about Nigerian acts is when they bring like a Drake or a Chris Brown onto their song, they make Drake and Chris Brown sound how they do. So you know how Drake will also sound like how he sounds on like Come Closer, like he's got that vibe. But how, like, if Nasty C features French Montana on a song, what's French, like, Nasty already raps in that way, like, you know what I'm saying, and he's so dope at it, so you can't expect him to be like, now I'm gonna have French Montana, so I'm gonna show him African rap. It's not really, you know what I'm saying? So French is really gonna come and do what he does, Nasty's gonna come and do what he does. I mean, I guess that's how I see it, but I think maybe someone can change my mind and be like, no,
actually, for me it makes a lot of sense.
You get what I'm saying, though?
We live in a globalized community. Things are becoming small as far as the internet and everything is concerned. So when it comes to hip hop, I think you being Moz Kidd, you shouldn't think of yourself as a African or South African act. This is where you're based, sharp, right?
True.
But you are an artist for the world.
True.
Your music is gonna spread out the world via the internet and all of that. So it's not a matter of because you're from Africa, you have to sound African. It just sound dope.
Yeah, that's really how I take it, because at the end of the day, if we're gonna say we want to change the paradigm now and be like whatever, then we're gonna have to start sounding like a Wiz Kid or sounding like a whatever, in order for them to be like, see he can sound African. If you get what I'm saying,
It's like Black Coffee and Usher. That
I heard that story.
When
yeah.
Usher is like, your sounds don't sound African.
See, what do they? You know what I'm saying? You see, meanwhile, and they'll be like, no, because I know these other guys sound African, but that's the origin of their sound. You know, like the Afropop thing is. You know, so I mean, that's a battle
for years.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out. Are you specifically focused on hip hop only as an artist?
No, definitely not. That's the one thing. But my goal was always to break out as a hip hop artist first. You know, like you want to get the message clear first, and then because general public doesn't mind if you're experimental when they know what you can do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's always like. For me, that was always the thought. It's like, alright, cool. We need to come out with this hip hop stuff and get it clear that that's what we do. Then I'm also really, funny enough, but I'm also really into like the Afropop scene. I mean, that's like my dad plays that in the house like all the time whenever with him. So, you know, like it's become, and I really enjoy writing that type of sound and like, you know, working with it. But I want to come out as a hip hop artist first. That's a decision I've made. I hope the universe answers my questions in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, brother. Amen. So I just want to find out, you speak a lot about your dad and the music he played.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you came back with from Moz besides the ciphers that you guys had, you know, the intimate ones, musically?
I cannot lie, nothing. Musically, like when I go see my mom's side in Mozambique, she lives in Mozambique still. Not really. Everyone, the guys, we were basically like an English community of kids, like also where I live. So it was like we're all just trying to do the bow wow thing or that guy. So it wasn't really, I didn't feel any sound. Like the only place I really got a feel of a different sound in my household or like in close proximity to me was definitely like my dad playing.
Nigerians are patriotic, so I understand that. Yeah.
So like he would always play those jams and I
think a bit of Lay Lizzy is in order. What do you think?
Yeah, let's play some Lay Lizzy.
That's like my G. Like he's we're really close. Yeah.
All right, and when we get back, it's time to say goodbye. But we're gonna play Slay or Hello.
Hello, rather.
Tell us about your relationship with Lay Lizzy, because he's doing very well. You know,
he is, and he's been grinding for such a long time. Very proud of him. Proud of him. Seeing the grind. Lay Lizzy is actually like close friends with my cousin. My cousin that taught me how to rap. My cousin and my brother, so like, and they're still in the same group. I think they're still in the same group. They've got this group called Same Blood in Mozambique. So yeah, I've known Lizzy since like, what grade was I in? She's like fresh in high school.
Fresh high school.
Yeah. And then he was actually in London at that time when we used to speak over the phone. And then yeah, man, I mean, he inspired me a lot. He still does until today. We've been in studio together. We talk over the phone when necessary. The producer as well, LP. Last time they were here, he actually called me and he was like, yo, we're around, whatever. So the chemistry is definitely there. We've made some songs together in the past. We've tried making songs.
Yeah,
today
artists do, you know?
Yeah, and yeah.
All right.
But now it's a bit difficult to like...
Two companies. Yeah, I get it. It's the business aspect and all of that, right? Yeah. All right then. I want to find out, especially seeing as my own, are you going to be dropping a video for this, the visuals, because it's very important now.
Yeah, it's very like, you know, the space that I'm in right now. It was like, okay, we drop my own. I feel like there's no, like the formulas now aren't like before where you like drop a single, wait 3 months, drop a video, you know, whatever. You really need to dish out work right now. So I feel like we dropped my own, when was it? I think end of April, sort of. And we had been talking about a video. We had been talking. I don't know if the label still wants to shoot for it. We probably will, but I have this new song, man, that I'm like, I want to get this song. I want us to finish it. I want to get the song out and drop a video with it at the same time and just really start, because I feel like momentum is so important these days, like, and consistency as well. So like I personally on my own felt like I dropped the ball a bit with my own, especially I was like, I feel like the procedure, and plus I was still getting my management in order at that time. It was like everything was a little in a hurry. So maybe we will shoot. I mean, with my guys, anything is possible. We'll probably shoot and then shoot for this one as well, drop everything, you know, and just keep it going. So yeah.
All right.
Question, this new song that you want to release, features on the song?
Yeah, we're gonna put some features. We're gonna put some
Drop,
features.
come on, hints a little bit, you know. I mean,
yeah. maybe get a Nigerian artist on it and a
Okay.
South African artist on it.
you know.
Yeah, you know.
So it's the West meets South again.
Yeah, just like
Well, South. Mozambique still in the South. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we just really, man. I'm just trying to fuse. I want to see. Okay, I don't know what we came up with, but I mean, yeah, I just want to put that out. I feel like it will also bring me out in a different manner, in a different perspective. I feel like I rap different on that song as well. I felt I felt like, and in the game, perception is now everything. So I know, like, be like, oh, okay, this new kid, he's got, and you know, so like,
Yeah, he's just paying his way in and all
perception is like everything. So we're really trying to do that.
I like how you're hiding the names, though. Eh?
Yeah, but you know the names.
I
though.
know.
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but yeah, we're giving you the rights.
Yeah.
You know.
My G. Oh, anyway, let's just leave it. It's all right.
Nah, but I just want to, like, yo, anything can happen. Guys might just pull out. Guys might just be like, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These things happen. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't happen that way. And we can drop everything as a surprise and, like, you know, keep everything going.
I want to find out, within your stable, who do you look up to?
When Ricky was there,
Yeah.
I looked up to him a lot, and I still do until today, and he knows this. I've been on Ricky's case since I was in like grade 9. I always used to email him like, reply to me, and he knows that. And he replied. He was always like, you know, he's always been cool with me. Even the day we met up, I remember when we were shooting I Wanna Know whatever, and he was like, it's like, hey boy, you've been on the grind, like you've been texting me since you were, and now you're in Joburg now, because he used to know me while I was still in Nelspruit. So like, oh, you're in Joburg now, hey, that's what's up, whatever. And he really did help me push the song. It was so amazing. I was like, I got emotional. Like on social media, he was really pushing the song. So yeah, that relationship is there, and yeah, he's who I looked up to right now. I mean, just trying to, I mean, we're just some youngins doing it right now. It's like, yeah, I don't want to say any names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, awesome stuff. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank
What
you
should
for
people
having
look
me.
out for? It's Durban tomorrow. It's not tomorrow, Saturday.
Yeah, no, the launch concert is tomorrow though.
Oh,
like
it's
the
tomorrow.
French Montana thing is tomorrow. So that's where we're gonna be. Come party with, you know, the Mabala boys,
Yeah.
Mabala gang. We're gonna be out there. It's gonna be really dope. I've seen like how the stage is set up and everything. The sound is gonna be crazy. So it's gonna be really nice. I know some people were hoping to see Tori, but I mean that got switched up. So yeah, it's gonna be really dope. So that's where we at tomorrow. I'm doing a couple more. Still on a radio tour, so I'm doing that. We're gonna do that when we come back from Durban. Probably now strategize new single. And yeah, that's really where my mind's at.
Awesome stuff. Where can people find you via social media?
On social media, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Moz Kidd. That's MOZ space KIDD everywhere.
All right, awesome stuff.
Alrighty, so we just want to find out, as trans Africans, right? The station plays only African music, so that's 100% African music. What are your thoughts and takes on that?
I love it, man. I feel like the same way abroad they focus on their music, and that's why, and because I guess they have like bigger platforms now that cross over, that's why we see them so much, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the platforms over here are also growing so much. Like I've known of Trans Africa for a very long time actually, so like I just never been on it, but I always used to see it on the DSTV thing. I've always seen people, different artists post about it, like yo. So I feel like the platform is there, and for a station like this to just play African music, then we're definitely going in the right direction. We're definitely, you know, paving the way for Africans, you know what I'm saying, you know, so that people can look up to us, and we've been seeing that happen actually, you know. So yeah.
All right, awesome stuff. Thank you very much once again for coming through.
Thank you so much
Moz
for
Kidd
having me,
on
man.
all social media platforms.
That's the name.
Do best and get yourself the copy of My Own, available on all digital platforms, right?
Hell yeah.
Shout outs to Liza saying, me already pairing Moz up with my faves soon. So you already have a fan base. Look at you.
Yay.
Winning.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, and she's actually A&R in Ghana, so good luck.
Oh yeah, yo, Stone Boy and them. You already know.
And signing out with Moz Kidd's latest tune. Get it on all social media platforms. This is My Own.
Thank you.
This is Trans Africa Radio.